And the next race on course this morning will be the A final of the men's K4 1,000 metres. It's the one that, to me, I know looks most exciting. It's the one that attracts the most crowds. And I'm sure for athletes as well, it's something that people want to be part of, isn't it?
Yeah, the K4 is such an awesome event to be part of. I love doing K4, and the men's K4000 is always a great race. It's always so close for 1,000 metres. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
And there's 2 Czech crews in this race. They'll be out in lanes 1 and 2. So not only racing against a home crowd, but they'll be able to eyeball each other. Be interesting to see whether this is kind of a little bit of a race off for the Olympics. I'm not sure if it is, but that sometimes happens in these World Cups where you see a couple of crews from the same nations lining up.
Yeah, I mean, what great depth to have 2 men's K4s in a final, so that's really good.
And this is one exciting looking boat. This is Germany. Gross, Hoff, Liebscher and Rendschmidt. Rendschmidt and Gross won gold in the K2000 yesterday. Liebscher won gold with one of Rauer in the K2 200 yesterday. And Max Hoff took silver in the K1 1000. So
that'll be a speedy boat.
It'll be really exciting. That's a really exciting sort of prospect to see how they combine. But of course, it's not in K4 racing. It's not just about your individual power as an individual athlete, is it?
Yeah, I think with that they've obviously got the 1,000 metre pace from the K2 and the K1, and then Liebscher. He's a very good 500 metre paddler as well as being an awesome 200 metre paddler. So I think with the K4000 you need the 500 metre speed as well. So. And
there you have the Slovakians, the reigning world champions, out in lane 6. That's Denis Majstuk, Erik Vulček, Juraj Tar and Tibor Linka. Tar and Vulček were part of the Slovakian Olympic crew in 2012. And another crew to watch. They'll be lining up alongside that exciting German crew. That's Hungary. Zoltan Kamara, David Tot, Tamas Kulifai and Daniel Paumann.
Yeah, that crew's been together since London, or maybe a bit before, so, and I think they've always been on the medal podium. So
yeah, they were the Olympic silver medalists at London 2012. They've stuck together since then every year. European Games champions last year. Another exciting crew. There's just the whole lineup here is just thrilling. Australia out there, gold in Duisburg last week. I mean, the race last week between Australia and Russia, I don't know if you saw it, but it just was nose to nose the whole way down between those 2 crews. Australia just taking gold in the finish.
Yeah, I did see it. In Australia, last year they swapped and changed their crew around, and I think it's a really good idea to test them out, especially at the World Cup. But they seem to have stuck with the same one from last week to this week, so I think they'll be looking for the win again. And they've got 2 very young boys and guys in there as well, so that's great for them.
Yeah, Kenny Wallace, we saw won silver in the K2 1,000 metres yesterday, paddling with Lockie Tame. And for them, no matter what kind of, they haven't decided what their combinations will be for Rio yet. The athlete selections have been made, but they've not chosen their combinations. And it just seems like whatever they choose in the K2 or K4, they've got medal potential.
Yeah, the Australian guys seem to have a very, very good 1,000 metre team, and like you say, they've got K2 medalists and then they've got K4 medalists. I think Jordan Wood and Riley Fitzsimmons were under 23 world champions last year in the K2, so yeah, they've got lots of options.
And there we have I think that's the Hungarian crew.
Yeah, must be.
And that's the second Hungarian crew of Csompa Doba, Vidakovic and Georgi Jakab. 2 Hungarian crews in this. We've got 2 Czech crews, 2 Hungarian crews. And that's the other Czech crew that we've just spoken about. The first one, I've got the first Czech crew out in lane 1. That's Nepras, Sloof, Vesely and Zavril. They won bronze at the under-23 World Championships last year, with Zavril coming into the boat in place of Patrick Kuchera this season.
So it looks like maybe they might have some under-23 crews and senior crews out there. So
it could be the seniors against the under-23s. That's always a good one.
These days it's pretty much the same. It's quite a same speed at under-23s as seniors. So get some fast guys there.
So for you, do you reckon there's a favourite in this race?
I'm looking forward to seeing the German crew. I think in those middle lanes it could come from anyone, but I think, yeah, the Germans, the Aussies, the Hungarians.
That could be a really interesting battle in
Yeah.
the middle 3 lanes. A real sense of anticipation building up ahead of this A final of the men's K4 1,000 metres. Czech Republic in lanes 1 and 2, Australia in lane 3, Germany lane 4. Starters orders. And a very strong start from that German crew in lane 4, straight out of the blocks. Australia are matching them though. It looks like Hungary didn't get out of the blocks quite so well, and they're down, but already Germany have a lead, and that looks absolutely fantastic from them. Also Slovakia looking good. They're currently sitting in second, but we know that the Germans have got the power.
Yeah.
Liebscher, of course, winning gold with Ronald Rauer in the K2 200 yesterday. We know they've got the legs as well, with Rendschmidt and Gross taking gold in the K2000.
Yeah, I think there'll be quite a few different race plans going on in each boat, so it'll be interesting to see come the finish what works and what comes out on top.
So the first after the first 250 metres, it is Germany who are in the lead. The Slovakians currently in second, with Hungary in third. Australia still in contention. You can see their strike rate just a little bit lower. We know they have a fantastic finish. We've seen that plenty of times. 41.570 is the time over the first 250 metres. I'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah. I think obviously the Germans, they want to get out hard. They want to set the marker, and then I think some boats like to go a bit steadier, have equal splits, so I don't think you can write anyone off at the moment. They all look quite smooth and relaxed though, don't they?
It's so hard to tell though from the outside.
That German boat is looking very well.
So Hungary look like they're coming up alongside after that slightly slow start from the Hungarians, by comparison anyway. They're currently in second there. Slovakia dropping back, and Australia still there. Australia are a boat length behind Germany. What have they got over the last 500 metres? Germany though, absolutely stroking out that lead. What do you make of that?
The Germans actually look like they're still pulling away now, so they look awesome. They look really good. It looks smooth, it looks powerful. Yeah, that looks good.
This is really, really exciting, and I expected them to be good, but I expected it to be close. So we're coming up to the last 200 metres, and really unbelievable what we're seeing. I mean, we've seen such close racing in this discipline over the last few years, but at the moment there is nothing close about this race, with Germany really stamping down the authority on this. The Slovakians now in lane 6 are coming back. They want a medal, so do Hungary in lane 5 and Australia in lane 3. At the moment, though, it is Germany who is still with the lead. Slovakia looking strong. Have they got enough to come back on the Germans? There's 50 metres left to go. Germany still looking smooth. The technique starting to wane a little bit, but what a performance from the Germans to take gold here in Racice, with the Australians taking the silver medal right at the last minute away from Slovakia, who come through for the bronze medal. And how do you sum up something like that, Amy?
I think they're going to be very happy with that. They went out very hard and they just kept that lead. If anything, they were gaining. The Aussies did have a very good finish still, but they couldn't quite catch those Germans. I think the Hungarians just missed out on a medal there. They were fourth maybe.
And we've seen, Germany, Hungary, nations like that dominate the sport of canoe sprint for a long time, but to see what Germany in particular have produced this weekend, especially in men's racing, it's really exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think they've got what a great combination you need for the 1,000 metre K4 there. You've got the speed, you've got the endurance, you've got the power, and it worked really well. And I guess, was that their first outing this year?
It's the first outing that I've seen, definitely.
So I think that's...
we have the Germans and the Australians congratulating each other.
That's nice to see. It's always good to see when the different teams get on well and the respect at the end of the race.
So Australia, of course, are the reigning Olympic champions, but only Jacob Clear remains in this crew. They won gold in Duisburg last week, and they take silver today behind Germany. And they have it 2:54.065, the winning time for Germany. Nearly 2 seconds behind were Australia. Slovakia did take the bronze medal, with Hungary taking 4th. The 2 Czech crews very, very close indeed, with taking 5th and 6th.